Here's a quick demonstration of the zoom capabilities of the iPhone 17 Pro camera, which I find to be quite impressive for both photos and video. We'll start by zooming into the moon, and then I'll show a couple of cityscapes as well. We'll begin our journey to the moon shooting HD video at 1080p with the ultra-wide lens. Next, we'll utilize the main lens at 1x magnification. The 2x zoom is achieved by cropping the image of the main lens. Then we get to the telephoto lens in 4x magnification. The 8x magnification is achieved by cropping the telephoto lens, just like the 2x zoom was a crop of the main lens. Zooming further sends us into digital zoom, which basically crops the images and then digitally adds information to the image to keep the file size large. This is called interpolation. Here we are at 24 times, which is the maximum digital zoom for the video camera. When shooting stills in photo mode, the digital zoom extends to 40 times, and we'll get to that in a minute. I also want to mention that none of the images in this video have been edited or have had any post-processing applied to them. I'm going to run through the focal lengths again, but this time we'll be comparing the 1080p HD format with the 4K format. There's more information in the 4K videos in detail, color, and overall saturation. But unless you're enlarging, cropping, or counting pixels, it can be hard to tell the difference. These tests are also a testament to the camera's image stabilization, because all of the shots in this video were made while hand-holding the phone. On the other hand, holding video cameras with long telephoto lenses can be a chore, and it's nearly impossible to hold a steady and smooth shot with a 600mm lens. This is what the maximum digital zoom shots look like when I crop in tight to the moon using my editing software. Now we'll use the still camera set to the default 24 megapixel resolution. We'll get a 24 megapixel image when shooting at 0.5 times, 1 time, or 4 times magnifications, which correlate to each of the three lenses' standard focal lengths. Anytime you zoom in between these magnifications, such as 2 times or 8 times, the camera uses just the middle portion of the sensor and makes a smaller 12 megapixel image. It's a cropped image, but because 12 megapixels is still fairly large and the image doesn't require a lot of digital processing to upscale it, it qualifies as optical zoom quality. Any zooming beyond 8 times results in digital zoom, where the image is cropped and then digitally enhanced and upscaled to a larger size. This is called interpolation. And here we are at the maximum digital zoom in photo mode at 40 times, which simulates a 1000mm lens. I'll run through the focal lengths again, but this time with the camera set to 48 megapixels. Again, we'll get the full 48 megapixel images at 0.5 times, 1 time, and 4 times magnifications, and we'll get 12 megapixel images at the 2 times and 8 times magnifications, and also with the digital zoom. Our moon will appear a bit smaller in these examples because it's higher in the sky and it's reached a different phase, closer to that of a waning quarter moon. And we'll do one more round before getting into the cityscapes, but this time with the 48 megapixel ProRAW format. These ProRAW images are really meant to be edited, but I'm showing them here right out of the camera without any editing or processing. Now let's get back to high definition 1080p video with a couple of cityscapes. And that tall building out in the distance is about 1.2 miles away. Both cityscapes I'm going to show were filmed just before sunset, hence the warm golden hour type colors. And the same scene using the still camera set to 24 megapixel. Here's one more high definition video example. For perspective, the tallest building on the left is about 1.6 miles away, and the three buildings on the right are about 1.75 miles away. The image stabilization is so amazing, I can't imagine trying to hand hold a video camera with a 600mm lens on it. Now the same scene using a still camera set to 24 megapixel. Again, those tall buildings are about 1.6 to 1.75 miles away.